All right, if you can hear me, please type number 1. Awesome, awesome. All right, sorry about that. I don't stream very often, so um, yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing there for a second. I hope you're all doing well. Just seeing ones fly across the screen right now. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. I want to say thank you. I'm assuming most of you are subscribers, and I just want to say thank you for subscribing. It means the world to me. Honestly, words will never be able to really explain how much it really means to me. And thank you so much. I started my channel in 2016 just for fun, really. I've always really liked scary stories, and I never ever imagined that it would become what it has become. And it means more to me than you guys will ever understand. And creating the scary stories told in the rain, um, I never imagined that I would help people, sleep. I know that may sound silly to some people, but I know that I help people sleep and relax, and that it's unexplainable. I can't explain what that means to me. How awesome that is, and I'm so glad to do it, and I'm not going anywhere, and I will always do it. But I'm going to say hello to a couple people in the chat. I see a couple of my moderators. I haven't live streamed in about a year. It's been a long time. And so I want to say hello to Default Dan. I know I saw Phantom of Darkness just a couple seconds ago. Hello everybody. Miss Murder. And there was another one. I think it was. If you're a moderator, please type something. Oh, Garo. How are you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. And BD Saints, 1986. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Can you believe 200,000? That's outstanding. That's unbelievable. Wow. The chat is really going by super quick. Normally, I haven't done this in like a year. I normally try to talk to people in the chat, but it's never really gone this fast before. So, yeah. 2020, huh? What a year. Not all bad, though, 200,000 subscribers. By the way, thank you guys for the super chats. They mean a lot to me. I'm going to scroll back up here and see Michelle Ortega. Thank you so much. I love your videos. They help me work and relax. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. And I'm sorry I missed the first one. Somebody super chat. I forgot who it was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but whoever that was, thank you very much. It really means a lot. So I just want to see how quick the chat catches up to my voice. So as soon as you hear me say this, type it, and then let me see how fast it goes. Type the number 6, please. Thank you very, very much, Veronice Chavez. That really means a lot. Thank you. Okay. All right. So there's like a 20-second lag, which is crazy. Well, oh well. I don't really know what to do about that, honestly. maybe in my next stream I'll know how to do this a little bit better. Honestly, the thank you Alex Oakson for the super chat. It means a lot. Um, the doing live streams, it used to be on a different kind of thing. Thank you, Robert Livingston. I've never slept like this. Hang on, I'm gonna read that real quick. Chat goes by so quick. I've never slept like this before. I have severe sleep disorder. These videos are so much more than stories to me. Dude, honestly, thank you very much. I'm so glad that I'm able to help you. I really, really am. Um, but yeah, I used to live stream, back in the day, and it was on a different thing, like a different YouTube program. And so this one is kind of new to me, even though I did do it once before last year. It was a year ago, so I kind of forgot how to do it, and that's why I had a little trouble with the microphone earlier. I apologize. Um, Flair, thank you so much. Still can't comprehend how you only have 200K. Well, I 200K means the world to me. I don't, I'm very very happy with what I have, and it's really really cool. Um, but yes, the hope is to someday reach 1 million. That would be amazing. That'd be really really cool. Alex Okeson, thank you again very much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All the super chats, you guys. Yes, thank you so much. Um, um, by the way, I'd like to say this, if you guys wouldn't mind, keeping the chat just kind of friendly, and please don't drop any like f bombs or cuss words like that. I don't know if there's any kids in here, but if there is, I'd rather not subject them to like really bad stuff. If you wouldn't mind, please. My moderators are in here. They're watching everything you're doing, so um, please, thank you. Being scared, please say hi to my brother Nick. He is listening with me. He's your biggest fan. Hello. Random trolls just have no lives. Vanessa Griffin, you are my favorite Scary Stories channel. Thank you very much. Nikki H, I've enjoyed your live streams from the start. Elk. Oh, hello, Elk. Elk is definitely one of my biggest fans. I know that because she comments on my videos, I think, every day. And I always, if you guys think that I may not see your comment, but I do. I always do. I see every single comment. And that's why I try to heart and like comments and sometimes respond if I have the time. But yes, I see all the comments and they mean a lot to me. Andrew Green, you help me sleep. I'm a firefighter and I play your videos when I sleep. And now my coworkers want it turned. Hang on, I missed it. And now my coworkers want it turned all the way up so they can listen to. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for what you do. You have a very important job, and it means the world to all of us. I live in California, so there's nobody that I respect more right now than a firefighter. Ashley, being scared. Thank you so much for everything. I'm not sure if you remember me, but I always try to comment on your videos. I'll be honest. It's very difficult for me to remember people unless you've been a subscriber and you have a unique name that kind of stands out. Um, and if you comment a lot, then you kind of become familiar to me. Um, but I receive many comments every day, so sometimes I'm sorry, I can't remember some people. I apologize. Thank you guys. Mauricio Chavez, can you do a collab with Southern Cannibal? I have before, and I definitely will again. Yes, he's a very cool guy, a very good narrator, and a very good friend. Tesmo, my dog got diagnosed with cancer today. Well, I'm so very sorry to hear that. That sucks. I'm really sorry. Um, man, it's going so quickly. Demolition Mitch, face reveal at 1 mil. I've always told people that I'll do a face reveal at 3 million. And that's just kind of my way of putting it off. Because honestly, putting your face out there is a big step. When a lot think about it, Would you put your foot? Would you do it if you know that thousands and thousands of people are going to see it? It's just kind of it's a big thing to do. So if I mean, I'm pretty confident that it will happen someday, and when it does, you guys will not miss it. I'll probably do it in a live stream, and I'll make it very clear that I'm going to do that, so you guys won't miss it if I do it at 3 million. So keep sharing my videos, and and maybe we'll get there. Sahira Abara, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Being scared, how old are you? I'm 34. I know some people don't want me to do a face reveal. Some people want the mystery to stay alive. Um, and it will for at least a time. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat here, which is pretty impossible at the moment. I think this is the most people I've ever had in my live stream before. A couple more super chats. Lana Hayes, your content is fantastic. Thank you for all your hard work. No, thank you for the super chat donation. That really means a lot to me. Squash the Bean, love the videos, dude. I listen almost every night, and I shout out to that firefighter that commented, you guys are real heroes. Awesome, man. Thank you very much for the super chat and for shouting out that firefighter. Man, you guys are so cool. You guys are so nice. I'm seeing just a bunch of nice stuff. Really appreciate it. I know I must sound different than in my videos. It's when I'm narrating stories, I put on more of a a narration kind of tone. So Ayid Hepasiv I'm sorry, Hepsivim. What is your favorite cryptid? I'm so sorry if I butchered your name there. What is your favorite cryptid? I actually don't really listen or read cryptids. I usually just try to do true stories on my channel. I don't really have a favorite cryptid, if I'm being honest. But most wholesome community on the platform. I really I have to agree, honestly. Like my comment section is always super positive and nice. I don't know what it is, but everybody's just always really nice and cool, and I really appreciate that because I visit comment sections of other videos all the time and I see some pretty unpleasant stuff. Braxton Litton, thank you so much. Love your videos. You are by far my favorite storyteller on YouTube. Over the course of the past 5 months, I've watched almost every single one of your videos while going to bed. Well, thank you so much. Man, that means a lot. That really means a lot. You guys, I can't even express it. I truly can't. Never imagined that I would be able to help people in some way. Bobby King, thank you so much for the donation. I love your videos so much, man. You're my favorite narrator on YouTube. Been watching for a year. Yeah, Bobby, I definitely recognize you, man. I know you've been around for a long time. And, dude, you are the best. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Garo, how is the quarantine treating you? Pretty similar to majority of people, I guess. It sucks. I'm tired of it. I really want to see family and friends more often and be able to go do things just like everybody else. It just sucks. I really hope that it gets better soon. Flair, what's some things you love about doing YouTube? Honestly, this. I really love reading the comments that you guys, give me, and I'm kind of addicted to my comments. I always try to show you guys that I'm reading them. I'll heart them if they're or I'll like them. Sometimes I'll comment back if I have the time, like I said earlier. And honestly, just communicating with you guys and the connection I have with you guys means the most to me. I do enjoy making my videos. although it's painstaking sometimes. It takes a long time. But I enjoy every part of it pretty much. I really do. Default Dan, how's the kids? My kids are doing very well. Thank you for asking. Lamp, hey, being scared, how do you get your stories? I get my stories from various means. People email me stories a lot, and I get them from email. I also get them from the website Reddit. There's a bunch of subreddits on there where people put on their scary stories, and I ask for permission to ask them. I ask them permission to narrate their stories. Excuse me. Robert Livingston just became a fanatic. Thank you, man. You just became a channel member. Very cool. By the way, to all the channel members that are here, I know that I'm not very active as far as the you know, for the channel members, giving them exclusive content and stuff, but that is going to change. And I actually have an exclusive video that's coming out soon just for the channel members. It's not scary stories for a rainy night. It's nothing like that. It's something just kind of very different than stuff that I've done before. And the reason why I'm leaving it for channel members is because it's very special. And you'll understand why. It's probably something, if I'm being honest, that most people would not they wouldn't expect to see on my channel. It's not a face reveal. It's honestly an interview with a celebrity that I did a little while ago. So look out for that. It will be coming out soon. It's just taking a long time to edit it, honestly. Legendary Ghost and Creature Investigation Files just became a follower. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Morgan Meadows, thank you. Thanks for the amazing creepy content. You're definitely my favorite narrator and my favorite to listen to while falling asleep. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much, Morgan. It means a lot. Peter Griffin, do you edit a lot? Yes, I do. Being a YouTuber, that's the word edit. Man, I have dreams of editing. I edit a lot. Flair, thank you so much again for the donation. You just keep going, huh? It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Unit, my mother's kidney infection is fully gone and she is in her best state. Thank you for your concern and thank you for your content and produce. I'm with you on the road to 1 million. Thank you very, very much. And I'm so glad that your mom is doing well. And that's amazing. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now, knowing that she's doing better, and that's great. I'm really, really happy. Lemon Waffles, what's your favorite music genre? You know, I would probably say oldies, like classic rock. I don't know. I kind of like a little bit of everything, if I'm being honest. By the way, I know that you guys are commenting and saying things, and please understand that it's impossible for me to comment back to every single one. Ilori Cartwright, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much. Please play Among Us. What is Among Us? I've heard that recently. It's like a new video game. Is that right? If I'm not mistaken. Mediocre Bit, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. I love your channel. Thank you so much. Francis Giannette, thank you so much. Thank you. Here since 2017 and will stay around. Thank you very much. And Casey King, thank you. My twin brother Bobby introduced me to your channel about 6 months ago. You are definitely my favorite narrator, and I listen to your videos every day at work and when I go to sleep. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that I can do that for you and help you out, you know? Like I keep saying, I can't believe that I'm able to help people. Honestly, I don't know what to say about it. It just means the world to me. It really does. More than you guys will ever know. Swamp Dweller, my good friend, other narrators in here, thank you so much for coming. And I love you too, buddy. I really do. You know that. Fus Roda became, sorry if I butchered your name there, became a member. Thank you so much. Quiet Girl 2006, are you a gamer? I want to be. I wish that I had more time to play video games, but yes, I love video games. I always have. All the time I'm complaining to my family and friends that I want to play video games, but I just can't really find the time, if I'm being honest. Because I would rather be working on a new video for you guys, if I'm being honest. Even though sometimes editing is really not very fun, I just want to get new content out for you guys. And Swamp Dweller, thanks a lot, man, for the donation. Love you, buddy. Mr. Hellgaming, who's your inspiration on YouTube? You know, that's an interesting question. These days, honestly, the other narrators that are really really cool and that have always been there for me. Mortis Media is one of them, and he's in the chat right now. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. I love you. Serious, congrats, bro. No one deserves it more than you. Thanks, man. I love you. Honestly, the people like Mortis Media and Swamp Dweller and Southern Cannibal, those are my favorite kind of people on YouTube because they're my friends and I can talk to them about anything, and they've always just been there for me, and it really means a lot, there's other narrators that are much bigger than me, like Mr. Nightmare, but they're not really they're just not really people that I can communicate with. So do I look up to them? Definitely. I look up to them and their channels and their success, and I think they're awesome. Yesenia Whetstone, thank you so much for the donation. And I think I just missed something else. Spoen, thank you so much for the donation. Thanks for the great content. I look forward to every upload. Thank you so much. By the way, another upload. Scary Stories for a Rainy Night Volume 62 is going to be released hopefully by Friday evening. Friday night. I don't know what time. It's really, really not possible for me to schedule videos. I know some people are able to do that, but I'm just not able to do that. It's really, really difficult for me to get a video out at the same time every night or every day, or, I do my absolute best. If I say that a video is going to be out at a certain time or a certain day, I do my very best to get it out, as close to that as I possibly can. But there's always things that come up. Sometimes there's things that just happen that stop the video from coming out. Flair, thank you again. What made you start YouTube? Honestly, it was Mr. Nightmare. And I'll tell the story. I've always been a big fan of scary stories ever since I was a little boy, and I just pretty much addicted to scary stories when I was little. I liked, as silly as this is gonna sound, I loved being scared. I loved that feeling of watching a scary movie and then getting in bed, or listening to scary stories, or reading scary stories and then getting in bed and then being paranoid because I heard something and I'm like, oh my gosh, is there somebody outside, or is there somebody in my house? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of an innocent kind of being scared feeling. I'm not talking about the real being scared where something very bad is happening to you. That's different. But just that feeling of paranoia of when you watch a scary movie and it gets you all worked up and you're scared. I love that feeling. I really do. And so in 2016, early 2016, I would listen to Mr. Nightmare videos pretty much every night before bed just to get me all scared. And one day I was managing Domino's Pizza. I was the manager, and I was getting ready for my shift, and I was a little early. So before leaving, I was watching Mr. Nightmare videos, and I watched his 1 million subscriber thank you video. And in that video, he pretty much said, if you think it would be fun to do this, just do it. Just stop thinking about it. Just do it. And honestly, I'm saying the same thing to all of you right now. If you ever thought that it would be fun to narrate scary stories, stop thinking about it. Just do it. It doesn't cost anything. You can actually use your cell phone. Most cell phones can do that to record stories, and it doesn't cost anything to start a YouTube channel. You can do it. And it's so fun. It's especially when you start getting your first comments of people and they're saying nice things like, hey, that was a great video and I like your voice and stuff. It's amazing. It's the most amazing feeling to hear that kind of that feedback, you know. Of course there's negative comments and stuff, but you just got to ignore that stuff. They used to get to me when I first started my channel. Negative comments would actually get to me, but now they have absolutely zero effect on me. I just completely ignore them. Um, I'm sorry, I got to catch up with a couple things that were said in the chat. But yes, it was definitely Mr. Nightmare that inspired me to start my channel. Sorry. Mr. Haunted, thank you for being here. He's another fantastic narrator and a good friend. Thank you for the donation. Congrats on 200K, brother. Thank you so much. Just sorry, I'm just trying to catch my breath here for a second. Flair, man, thank you so much. Just keep going and going and going. I know that feeling. I love scary stuff and being scared afterwards. It's the best feeling. Honestly, that's why I named my channel Being Scared, because all of us that really like scary stories, that's what we want. That we want to be scared. We like being scared. And again, I know that sounds funny, but I'm being serious. You know? Spoen, thank you again. Thank you for the donation. Where do you get all of the stories? I'm shocked how few repeats I've heard. Honestly, I do my very best to not repeat stories. I get most of my stories from subscriber email, people that submit stories to me through email and on Reddit. However, you know, I do sometimes get comments where people are like, hey, I've heard these stories before. And just because of how many stories I've narrated over the last 4 years, it's in the hundreds now, maybe even the thousands. It's bound to happen. You know, I might read a story again, you know, and the last time I read it was 4 years ago, and I just don't remember narrating it. And that's bound to happen, unfortunately. I just can't remember every story. I do my best, though. I really do my best. I cannot sleep without being scared. Well, thank you very much. It is so surreal to see people, to see stuff like that. Yosa, $2 donation. Thank you so much. Beer money. Cheers. Yeah, dude, you're not lying. LD Anderson. Hey, I love having your voice as the last I hear before drifting off into dreamland. I've been hooked for a while now. It's spooky season. I know, right? I know, it's exciting. Halloween is the best time of year. And thank you so much for your donation. It really means a lot. And I'm so glad that, you know, you enjoy listening to me before going to sleep and stuff like that. It's fantastic. Spooky Mama 75. What's your wife's name? I'm not gonna give away stuff like that. I don't want to piss her off. I don't know. I don't know if she would, you know, smack me later. But I'm not gonna talk about personal stuff like that. At least not here, not now. Sorry. BD Saints. I have been rewatching your old vids. My first night in my new apartment, it was what helped me feel comfortable. Well, thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a loyal moderator and subscriber. You and Garrow, you guys have been here for a long time, and I love you guys, and it really means a lot. Garrow, what make is your car? I drive a GMC Sierra Denali. Aiden Scott, please download Among Us so you can play Among Us with us. I need to look up that game. It's like taking over the internet right now. I'm hearing it all over the place. You thought wrong. Congrats on 200K. I'm a little late, but it's nighttime for me, and I'm headed to bed. Gonna listen to an old one now. Okay, well, good night, and I hope you enjoy. And thank you so much. Thank you. Tristan, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Love the content, my guy. I'm always so excited to see a new vid and fall asleep to them. Keep being awesome and stay spooky. Well, thank you so much. Zach Parker, how do I become a moderator? I would love to. Honestly, I typically just add moderators as I see familiar faces in the chat over time. Default Dan and Garo, they've been around for years, literally. So that's why I made them moderators, because I can trust them, you know. And Default Dan, I love you too, dude. You know I do. Come on now. And I just know them, you know, and I can trust them, and they're always here in the live stream. They're always helping me moderate the chat, and They're just very trusted friends. Bobby King, honestly, man, I'm surprised that you're not a moderator by now. And Tattooed Cupcakes, both of you guys have been here and you've been so great. Um, at the end of the chat, I will choose 2 more moderators. At the end of the live stream, I mean, and so I'll definitely keep you guys considered. But you got to stick around. Flair, thank you again. Last super chat. Thank you for helping me sleep and stay calm and good in general and posting frequently. It's honestly amazing how you do it. Well, thank you so much. And honestly, I do not take your donations for granted. They mean the world to me. Thank you. Grim YouTube. Dude, I love your channel. Thank you so much. Mason Curb. By the way, Mason, I saw that you recently became a patron of my Patreon. And thank you very much for doing that. It really means a lot. What's your favorite horror story? Favorite horror story? Man. That's really difficult because I've narrated so many. You know, I've read and heard so many scary stories. Probably, honestly, the one that I recently put on my channel is titled the scariest story ever told. That's probably the scariest one I've ever read. Bad Vibes is here, you guys. He's another fantastic narrator and a good friend. Thank you so much, buddy. Congratulations on 200K. Thanks, man. Yeah, you know, I don't want to piss anybody off. I know that I'm gonna choose 2 more moderators at the end of this stream, and I or towards the end of the stream. I'm not gonna like make you a moderator and then end the stream. Doesn't really make any sense. But I will choose 2 people, and I don't want to piss anybody off, but I'm gonna choose 2 people that I really believe deserve it. Michelle Ortega, have you had any scary moments? Yes. Actually, this is so crazy, but not last night. The night before, 4 o'clock in the morning, someone called me. Someone called me at 4 o'clock in the morning 2 nights ago, and so I'm laying in bed next to my wife, and I answer the phone, and I just, you know, I'm all tired, and I say hello, and then he says something like, "Hello, is Tom there?" And I was like, no. And then he was like, okay, and he hung up. Henry Vang, thank you so much for the super chat donation, and I'm going to read your comment in just a second. But so he hung up the phone, and I thought that was really weird. I've never had somebody call me at 4 o'clock in the morning, and so I was thirsty, so I got up to get some water, and I was sitting on my couch, and then he called me again, and I answered, and I said hello, and he said, "Hello, is Tom there?" It was like I just spoke to the guy. He just dialed the same number twice. I was like, "No, dude, you have the wrong number." A little irritated at this point, you know, and and then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then I hung up the phone, and I'm sitting there drinking my water, and he called me again, a 3rd time, and I didn't answer this time. So he just left a voicemail, and it was weird. It was just totally bizarre. I don't know who he was, what the hell, why he was calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Super weird. Henry Vang, congrats, bro. Long time sub here. Must have listened to all your videos, especially during chore time. Keep being awesome. Here's to 200K more. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot to me. And I'm so glad that you enjoy the videos and during chore time. That's awesome, dude. It's always, you know, something to keep your mind busy while you're doing something like that. It's great. N. Minot, thank you for the donation. I found your channel during lockdown and have been hooked since. I listened to your stories in my car on the way home from work, and they helped me unwind after a long day. Congrats on 200K. Well, thank you very much. And I'm glad that they help you relax, you know, after a long work day and stuff like that. That's exactly why I do it, because I want to help people, and it means the world to me. Braxton, thank you so much for the donation. You should make a short video with stories consisting of only things that have happened to you. You know, that's a good idea. I haven't done that before. That's actually a really good idea. I'll probably look into that. Cheryl Vaughn, wow, thank you so much for the donation. That's a very generous donation. Hi, I love your voice. The rain sounds along with your awesome storytelling help me relax and sleep every night, especially after a long day at work as a UPS driver in Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you so much. I love you, Cheryl. Really means the world to me, and I'm glad that you enjoy the content. Joseph Leckler, sorry if I said that wrong. Why did you stop doing campfire stories? Um, you know, I love doing the campfire stories. They're not as popular as the rainy night stories, so or the rainy night videos. That's why I do those more often because that's what the majority of my subscribers want. And unfortunately, I know that a lot of people would prefer the campfire stories, and I do try to do those. I do still do them. If I'm being honest, every time I do a campfire video, I'm doing it for the people that really want it because it's not going to get as many views as the rainy night videos do. So if I wanted, I could just do rainy night videos, but I don't do that, and I try to make everybody happy. But that's why. That's why. Just simply because most of my subscribers want the rainy night videos. BD Saints. I had a neighbor walk in my apartment while I was in the shower, and she accused me of cheating with her husband. Wow, that's crazy. Bobby King, bro, you will make my life forever if you make me a moderator. All right, dude, we'll see what happens, okay? I promise. We'll see. We'll see what's up with it. Legendary Ghost, thank you so much for the donation. Really, really means a lot. Thank you. Bobby Martinez, what made you start doing YouTube? I explained that just a little bit ago. It was Mr. Nightmare pretty much inspired me to start. Bad Vibes, you did a 4-hour campfire video a month ago, right? Was it a month ago? I did one. I know I did one recently. I think it was, yeah, it was about a month ago, I think. Garo, did you see those crazy couple with the toy baby again? No, I didn't. That was one of my true scary stories that happened to me a couple years ago. No, yeah, it was a couple years ago now. Um, yeah, I put that in a video. I don't remember which one it is. I'm sorry, but basically, this weird couple just appeared in my driveway one day when I was heading to the store, and the woman that was standing there was holding a fake baby, like a baby doll, but she was like cradling it and like whispering to it like it was real. It was pretty bizarre, to be honest. I don't want to offend anybody. It's very possible that they were mentally disabled or something like that, in which case that's not scary. It's just what it is. But it was very surprising, I will be honest, because I didn't expect to see them in my driveway. Wolf458, thank you so much for the donation. Elk, me too being scared. I would love to be one if I deserve, of course. There's quite a few people in this chat that I feel do deserve it, but I'm gonna give it to a couple people that I feel deserve it the most. And like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. Shawnee Starbuck, you are the best, my favorite. What do you look like? You put me to sleep every night. Well, have you seen the Marvel movies with Chris Hemsworth? Well, I basically look exactly like Chris No, I'm just kidding. But I'm glad that my videos help you sleep, and honestly, I have brown hair, I have brown eyes, I wear glasses. I'm about 5'9", and I'm just gonna that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it right there, so you can kind of build a look in your mind. You can use your imagination. Default Dan, remember when you did this British Queen accent and people yeah. Um, yeah, I think I was drinking whiskey when I did that in the one of the older live streams. Um, yeah, I've done a couple accents and just goofing around. Um, yeah, it was pretty silly, but I'm not drinking any whiskey this time, so there's not much of a chance of that happening tonight. I'm sorry to say. Mortis Media, he looks 10 out of 10. Thank you, buddy. And Mortis Media does know what I look like, so thank you, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here. If I'm silent for a second, it's just because I'm reading the comments. You guys are funny. Mortis Media. By the way, man, thank you so much for being in the chat. I know that you're in a different time zone, and I've been meaning to reach out to you actually because I haven't talked to you in a while. But I just want to say that I saw on your YouTube a few days ago that you had something I don't know, some kind of thing that was diagnosed or something that was not very good. So I just want to say I hope you're okay, and I'm actually gonna reach out to you um, either tonight or tomorrow so that we can talk. But I miss you, buddy, and I hope you're doing well. I'm just reading comments. I'm still here. Lamp, what are your favorite Halloween movies? Carter, what time is it for you there? It's 8:10 p.m. here, and my favorite Halloween movies are, of course, Halloween. And my favorite scary movie is Scream, just like Tattooed Cupcake said just a couple minutes ago. And yeah, I really love the movie Scream. I'm pretty crazy fan of Scream. Um, that's probably my favorite. Unless you were talking strictly about the actual Halloween franchise movies, then the original is my favorite, hands down. Elk says, but you should drink a nice glass of wine to celebrate. You know, if I had a glass of wine, I probably would. But I don't think I do. I may, but I don't think I do. Yep, electric bolt, that's that emoji there. That is me. That is modeled after me. That is me. Lady Cornbug, I discovered you through Mortis Media, and you two are my absolute favorite. 3 years subscribed to you both. Well, thank you so much. You know, Mort was actually my first friend, um, my first narrator friend in the on YouTube, and he reached out to me 4 years ago, um, and asked if I wanted to collaborate, and it was just the beginning of a really cool friendship. He's just the greatest guy. Nothing but great things to say about Mort. BD Saints, watching anything cool lately? Uh, he, you know, I have a 2-year-old son, so he really likes to watch cartoons. So recently we were watching that new animated Jurassic World show on Netflix. I think it's called like Camp Cretaceous. That was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's definitely like child, leaning more towards child content, but it's pretty cool. It's a bunch of like kids or teenagers, and they're like running from dinosaurs and stuff. It's pretty neat. Other than that, not really. Honestly, I really like to watch documentaries. And I also honestly, if I like to rewatch movies that I've seen a million times, I'm that kind of person. Sometimes I would rather watch a movie that I've seen 20 times than watch a new movie. I don't know why. I'm just silly like that. Cyber Chan says, "Can you say hi, Ben?" Um, sure. Hello, Ben. Bobby King, what's your favorite beer? My favorite beer. I have tried so many different kinds of beer, and I just have to say, honestly, I think the best beer with a slice of lemon in it is a Corona. Ice cold Corona just is amazing. It's so good. And Garo, don't start that again. Actually, Garo, that's not going to work anymore, man, because I actually have a sound booth in my house now that I'm sitting in. So I'm sitting in a booth, and it's not possible for somebody to be behind me. So that's not going to work anymore, my man. Sorry about that. Tattooed Cupcakes. 100% convincing my husband tomorrow to buy me some of your merch as a celebration for this. Well, thank you very much. But if he doesn't want to, don't make him do it, okay? My merch is not going anywhere, and it'll always be there for you. So maybe you can just convince him another day. Bobby King, heck yeah, mine is Dos Equis. Oh yeah, I love Dos Equis, man. Cervezas, they're so good. What Happened to Dracula by Cal Drogo. Um, Dracula, the reason why I stopped doing that is similar to the reason why I don't do more Campfire videos, is because just not many people watched it in comparison to my most popular series, The Scary Stories for a Rainy Night. And that's why I did it, partly. And the other part of it is because, honestly, uh, narrating that story was very difficult because it was written so long ago. So it's not like a normal story that you read. You've got to pronounce. You got to look up and try to pronounce the accents right. And those, some of the words, they're not used anymore. So all of it just takes so much research and work, and it's quite difficult to get it right. And it was just a lot of work, and honestly, not enough people watched it to justify me working on that rather than my most popular series. My wife just texted me because I think she's listening in right now, and she said, "Do you want a Corona?" Because I think we have a couple of Coronas in the fridge. If you're listening, sure, baby, I'll take a Corona, please. Thank you. Casey King, favorite food. Uh, oh man, that's so hard. Lately, I can't believe I'm saying this, but lately I'd really have to say pizza. I like can't get enough pizza. I love pizza. I just want to eat pizza like all the time. I would eat pizza right now. I just had pizza a couple nights ago for dinner, but I have it again. I don't care. I love it. Other than that, I mean, I like everything. Honestly, I like Mexican food. Italian food is amazing. It's just all so good. Matt Coppola, you are what I fall asleep to at night. I hope that's not bad. No, not at all. It's a very common thing on my channel, honestly. It's not something that I ever foresaw, um, but that's just how my channel turned out, and it's just really cool. Okay, and my wife is about to hand me a Corona now. Thank you. If I'm being honest, it is a little weird that she'll sit in the living room and listen to me. uh, it's a little scary actually. Gotta like watch what I say. But I got a Corona out of it, so there's that. And thank you again for the super chat donation. Hang on, let me scroll up. I missed it. Spoen, thank you so much for the donation. I mean this in the best way possible, but it is strange hearing your voice, not reading a scary story, and just talking normally. Yeah, I can imagine. It's pretty weird. I can imagine. Ben, thank you so much for the donation. It would be super helpful if you could put a timestamp for each story in the description so I know where to begin after falling asleep mid video. I actually do put timestamps in my descriptions for each story. In some of my longer videos back in the day, like I think my 8-hour video, I didn't put timestamps because there's like 175 stories or something crazy like that, and it would take me forever to do that. But in my newest videos, I definitely do have timestamps um, in my description. And Elk, love your outfit. Thank you. Aiden Scott, I have to go. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great night or day or wherever you're at. Morning, I don't know. But I hope it's great. And thank you so much for showing up. Mr. Nightmare is here. Congrats on the milestone, dude. I really doubt that's the real Mr. Nightmare, though. Can somebody please check for me? Just click his avatar picture, and it'll either say that he's got like 1 subscriber or no subscribers or 5 million subscribers. And if it's the latter case, then that is the real Mr. Nightmare. Dougie Dougie Doug. Can't wait to hear you read my story. Well, thank you very much. And yes, it's actually going to be in the next video. Not the real Mr. Nightmare. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, he's not verified. That should have been the teller right there, huh? Thanks, Mort. I need to be a little bit more observant. Man, what if that was the real Mr. Nightmare, though? That'd be pretty alarming. Pretty cool. Casey King, favorite clothing brand? That's difficult. I really like Carhartt, and I like Levi's. Yeah, probably Carhartt and Levi's. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Kilizami, sorry if I said that wrong. You deserve so much more than 200K, but I'm so glad that you hit that milestone. Everyone in this comment section will support you forever. Well, thank you so much, and I hope they do, because I'm not going anywhere. Chad, can you say something totally normal using the narration voice? Sure. Here, let me think. This morning, I went out to take out the garbage, but I was so surprised to see that somebody already did. It must have been a neighbor, because I know it wasn't one of my kids. Hope my kids aren't listening. You deserve 100 million. Huh. Do I? Do I really? I mean, 100 million. Do I really deserve 100 million? That would be insanity. I'm inclined to agree with you, though, if I'm being honest. I'm just kidding. You know what I think I deserve? I think I deserve 200K, and that's what I have, and that's what I'm happy with. And I love you guys. Not saying that I wouldn't appreciate more. I'm just saying I'm very happy with what I have. Tattooed Cuppy Cakes, you're the GOAT. Mr. Nightmare, thank you. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. And Cuppy Cakes, you know, I don't know why you keep calling me a goat. Is it because of the weird like noises that I make sometimes, like in my videos? I don't know why people call me a goat, and I just don't get it. Like, do I sound like a farm animal? Like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know what it means. Thank you very much. Matt Coppola, 500K by spring. Whoa, that would be something. I don't think that's going to happen, but that would be something. Mort says, not far now until 250,000. And oh man, that's crazy. Honestly, you're right around the corner, buddy. You're right around the corner. Bad vibes. Yeah, dude. I'm a dad, you know. I got the jokes. Old school. Do you ever lose your voice? Yes, actually. If I'm narrating for too long, if my narration session is too long, I will actually start to lose my voice towards the end of it. Rafael Martinez. Sorry if I said that incorrect. Love your videos. Thank you so much for the donation. Really means the world. Tell a dad joke in your story voice. I don't really know any like dad jokes like just right offhand. I did see a funny. I don't remember where I saw it, but it was a funny little video where it was a dad joke video where like a girl walked up to her dad and said, it was like holding like a bowl of something, like a bowl of ravioli or something like that, and she said, "Daddy, is this microwave friendly?" And he was like, "I don't know." And then he walked over to the microwave And he was like, and he opened the door and he's like, "Microwave, are you friendly?" Oh man. I know. I know. I'm a dad. I'm a dork, but I thought that was really funny. Honestly, there's no way that I could do it in my narration voice right now. I'll start laughing. I won't be able to do it. Tattooed cupcakes. Should I put my BS shirt on? Yes. Yes, you should. Peter Griffin, do you stutter while narrating? No, not really. Actually, I stutter more when I'm just talking normally when I'm not narrating. Honestly, at family functions, when I'm talking to like family members that I don't really want to see, that's when I'm stuttering. I'm sorry, just reading through comments again. Nathan Sampson, do that funny voice that you did in the last stream. I'm sorry, I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. The only reason I did that is because I was drinking whiskey and I was really feeling it. But yeah. Nicholas Carson, yo, can you do a face reveal? Honestly, not right now. I will maybe sometime in the future, but not right now. Does doing all the talking ever take a toll on your voice? Yes, it definitely does. You have a really good laugh voice. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate all the kind things you guys are saying. Really, really cool. Legendary Ghost and Creature Investigation Files says in the 8-hour video, the story about the intruder. Was that about any more info? I have no idea which story you're talking about because I narrate so many stories. It's impossible for me to know which one you're talking about. And honestly, that video is a couple years old, so even if you gave it more, you know, if you described the story better, I probably still wouldn't remember. Me and my husband Nathan Sampson love to listen to you when we go to bed. We both do night shift in healthcare, so it really helps us go to sleep listening to you. Well, thank you very much, Luna Sachs, and I appreciate the donation very much. Zodiac signs, how are you? I'm doing very well, and I hope you are as well. Doing very, very good. Mr. Hell Gaming, do you remember narrating Red Ice? That's my favorite story. Yes, from you. Yes, I do remember, and that's also one of my favorite stories. But I'm a little biased because I wrote that story, so that's probably why. Casey King, are you going to collaborate with Let's Read again? I actually am collaborating with him very, very soon. I actually just sent him a story to be featured on his channel sometime soon. I'm not sure when, but yes, the answer is yes, and I'm sure he will be back on my channel again too. Grim YouTube, who is your favorite YouTuber? Uh, my favorite YouTuber. That's really hard. I have a lot of friends that are narrators that I love, and I love their channels, and they're fantastic YouTubers. But I also there's a couple channels that I really like that I'm not really friends with, like Leon Lush, Mr. Beast, of course. Um, that's too difficult of a question, honestly. Bad vibes. Poker Face is the best story you've read. Well, thank you very much, man. I really liked that story. I actually just remastered that story and did it again recently. I know you know that, but um, yeah, that's a really, really good story. I agree with you. The Corrupted Grinch says, "How long does editing videos take?" It really depends. it takes a long time. It's not something that I can do quickly. Um, it really, really depends on how long the video is going to be, how many mistakes I have made while recording. It, yeah, I would say on average though, probably between 3 and 5 hours, just editing all the stories. That's just the editing the stories. That's nothing else. That's not doing the rain sound or making the video background or the thumbnail picture. Bobby King, what happened to your Woodsboro video? I still have that video. It's just on unlisted right now. The reason why I put that as unlisted right now is because that's a Scream fan film that I filmed last year, and Scream 5 is currently in production right now, and I really don't want to get in trouble for having that on YouTube, by the production, for Scream 5. Basically, I have it unlisted so that I can't get in trouble with it right now. But I will eventually make it public again when Scream 5 comes out and the craziness kind of dies down, because I've heard about other YouTubers that created Scream fan films getting in trouble for having their, uh, just I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, so that's why. Can you say Kylie? Okay, Kylie. There you go. Uh, are you working on short films? Yes, I will be working on more short films when the virus hopefully goes away, or goes away a little bit. But yes, very soon. I want to donate. How to? Um, uh, I think if you would like to do a donation, I think there's a little, like a dollar sign at the bottom of the chat, and you click that, and I think that's how you do it. Um, do you watch Swamp Dweller? I actually don't. I don't watch any other narrators. I don't watch anybody, honestly, anymore. I used to watch Mr. Nightmare, but since I started doing this myself, I kind of don't really watch anybody anymore. Every now and then I'll pop into my friends' channels like Swamp Dweller and Bad Vibes and Mort, and I'll see what they're doing, and I'll just pop in. But that's I don't actually sit and listen to an entire video, to answer your question. I also don't have time to do that, even if I wanted to, if I'm being honest. Do you ever travel to other countries to get your stories? Whoa, absolutely not. No, that's a interesting question though. I'm not really sure how I would go about getting, getting stories that take place in other countries. Um, I wouldn't really see that as necessary, honestly. To answer your question, no, I've never actually left the United States before, not yet. Polly Young, thank you for doing this. Well, thank you for being here, and you're welcome. Jacqueline B, where do your stories come from? I my stories come from a couple different places. People will send me stories through email, and I also get them from a website called Reddit. I ask people's permission to narrate their stories on subreddits, like Let's Not Meet and places like that. Garo, what's your favorite rock band? Um, oh man, that's so hard. Man, I really don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I like such a huge variety. I like, if you're talking about like old rock, I really like Journey. I really like I like new stuff. I like Avenged Sevenfold. I'm one of the people that I like My Chemical Romance. I like just so much different stuff, and choosing a favorite, that's impossible. Honestly, I can't do that. I know those are three very different bands, but I'm just being honest, like I can't choose a favorite. Just reading through the chat here. Flair, how come you don't stream often? Honestly, it's it's not the easiest for me to make time to do it. I have to coordinate with my wife and my family and everything else that's going on in order to do this. And I don't want to just do it for 30 minutes or even just an hour because I know that's not really fun for you guys. I don't really have an excuse for taking a year to do it when the last time I did it was a year ago. I think it was just because, I have a 2 year old, and the last time I did it, he was 1 years old, and he's just a handful. As some of you might know, if you've got any young kids or if you've had any young kids, they're just a handful. And I also have two teenagers, and I'm married and making videos and just all kinds of stuff. And it all adds up to not having much time to do it, if I'm being honest. Do you have a day job other than narration? No, I don't, actually. This is my full time job. I am always, in some aspect, working on a new video, either working on the thumbnail picture or any other aspect that goes into making a video. I'm always working on it. So that's what I do full time. Spoen, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the congratulations, and I hope you have a great night or great day, depending on where you're at. Zach Parker, we understand that. Anytime you have for us is valued time. We have a 1 year old, 2 year old, 7 year old, and a 10 year old. Wow. Yeah, dude. You've got your hands full, man. You know what it's like for sure. Carol, this stream is awesome. We get to know a bit about you, and I'm also extremely happy for your success. You really are talented. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you saying that. I love you guys. I do. Bobby King, what's the best job you've ever had? This is hands down the best job I've ever had, but I yeah, this is the best job I've ever had. Other than this, I used to drive a forklift in a warehouse, and I was really good at it, and I really enjoyed it. And I know it may sound crazy to some people, driving a forklift doesn't sound fun, but I liked it. I really liked driving a forklift. It was honestly like having a job like that where you just clock in, you do your 8 hours, but you get to hang out with people at work that you like. I mean, yeah, there's definitely people that you don't like there, which kind of sucks, but I do miss that part of that kind of a job where you just go in and get your stuff done that you need to do, and driving a forklift was fun, honestly. Exo the Flask, you make your own thumbnails? Because honestly, kind of embarrassed I didn't know that. Yes, I do. I do make my own thumbnails. I hope you guys like them. What kind of bedtime stories do you tell your kid? Honestly, I don't really tell him bedtime stories yet. He's not really interested in that kind of a thing yet. But I have a feeling that that's going to change very, very soon. He's getting to the age where he's understanding more, and um, that'll be happening soon. They probably won't be scary stories, if I'm being honest. Garo, reverse Q&A. I'm not going to do a reverse Q&A right now simply because there's just so many people in the chat. And in the past, when I would try to do that, I would ask somebody a question and then they answer it, and I can't find it or I don't see it. And I really don't think that would work out very well right now. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys like the thumbnails. Casey King, if you could live in any country in Europe, which one would it be? Man, I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that before. I don't know. Really don't know. What do you recommend? Because I have no idea. When is the new video dropping? The new video should drop on Friday night, which is in 2 days. I'm gonna try. It may be later than that, but I'm really gonna try my hardest to get it out by Friday night. Did you get my email I sent to you about 2 to 3 months ago narrating my scary story? I know I get a lot of emails. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. I get a lot of emails too. I I don't know. I'm sure I did. If you want to send it to me again, go right ahead, and I'll see what can be done. I'll try to take another look. And hang on, Bad Vibes just said something. Let me read it. You should do a channel member live stream reverse Q&A belly reveal. Belly reveal. I don't think anybody would enjoy that. Just hey, I'm sorry. Just looking through comments. Being scared. Can you freestyle a scary story? That would be awesome if you could do it off the top of your head. I've done it before. It's really not the easiest thing to do, though. I'm not going to do that right now, simply because it would take too much concentration, and I don't want to. I don't want to miss people's comments for that long. I might do it in the future, though. I did ask you before. Do you like classic music? Being scared? Yes, I do. I do. Monica, do you ever talk to Mr. Nightmare? No, I do not. Just reading comments. I'm still here. Love your content, man. I see you. My favorite. Did it sound something like that in the story as well? Hang on just a second. Man, there's a huge lag in this. Huge lag. Sorry, I'm just reading through comments again. Michelle, thanks again. Congratulations. Much deserved love and appreciation from everyone. Nice to see. Good night to you and your family. Stay safe. Good night to you, and thank you very much. I hope that it didn't scare you because the volume was too loud. I don't want to scare you by hurting your ears. You know what I'm saying? I hope that it didn't hurt your ears. Bad vibes. My kids quote, "I see you" all the time. Do you know Llama Arts? Yes, I do, of course. The animator. Very talented. Very talented. Flair, what did you expect that you would be doing growing up? You know, I didn't really have much expectations. I didn't really know. I I went back and forth from things. I definitely have always really liked movies. There was a long time where I wanted to be a director, wanted to be an actor. I never imagined being a narrator, though, if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, different things. Different things depending on different ages. Bobby King, your favorite animal? Uh, favorite animal? Hmm. Probably an antelope. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are like, what? An antelope? No, I don't know. I like dogs. I really like dogs. I love my dog. I like cats. I like animals in general, but I really, really like dogs. Elk says, would love to hear you say what's wrong with that from your video. The one that you commented on earlier? Yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to do it though. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to hurt anybody else's ears. Dogs are the best. They are indeed. Sorry, there's so many questions. It's hard to, it's impossible to answer all of them. Um, Starbucks lover says, "What's the best part of your job?" Definitely talking with you guys and communicating with you guys is the best part. Definitely. Yes, I do have a role models. I have role models. Mr. Nightmare is the one that inspired me to tell scary stories. But yeah, I have other role models, narrators. You know, I'm sorry, I'm just reading. White Peach 38. Thank you so much for the donation. And two people, two narrators that just popped in here that I did not expect to see. Creepy blonde girl. Thank you so much for coming. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. And I hope that you come back full time and tell stories. And We Shouldn't Be Here, my cousin. Thank you for being here. I like turtles, you know. Me too, man. I do. I do like turtles as well. If you guys haven't seen that viral video of the little kid, that says "I like turtles," after this stream, go to YouTube and type in I like turtles," and watch that video. And you should get a pretty good laugh out of it because it's really funny. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again, even though I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times. Bobby Martinez wants me to keep saying different things. You know, I'm hesitant to do that because I've heard about people asking people on live streams to say certain things, trying to trick them into saying things that are bad. So I'm not really too keen on doing that, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm not going to do it. I'm just being real with you. Vidith22 is here. Nani, thanks for being here, man. Hope you're doing good. Also, a very, very talented narrator, very good friend. Garo says, "Can you please say, 'Let's put a smile on that face' in your scary voice?" Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. um, you want me to say it like the Joker did in The Dark Knight, like Heath Ledger style, or do you want me to just say it like in my normal scary voice? Because those are two very different things. King Killer, when is the next time you are going to upload a Crackling Fire vid? Because I love them and I enjoy them very much. Sad to no longer see them. Please tell me you didn't stop making them. No, I was explaining about this earlier. I did not stop making those, and I will not stop making those. I just don't do them as often as my most popular series, Scary Stories for a Rainy Night, just because simply they're not as popular, and the majority of my subscribers want the rain videos. Casey King, ever have trouble falling asleep at night? Not really. Not really. I sleep pretty good. I fall asleep pretty good. Was your life difficult as a child? No. Not particularly. Future, thank you so much for the donation. Happy 13th birthday, Sonny. Thank you so much. Casey King is my twin brother. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Well, thank you both for being here. Dude, it's odd hearing you speak. I'll just read the rest of the comments like this. All right? Peter Griffin, I love your video. Garrow. Oh, okay. Tattooed Cupcakes. Whoa. Bobby Martinez asked to say happy birthday to Sonny. Creepy. Bobby Martinez. Can you say happy birthday, Sonny? It will mean a lot. I already said it just a couple seconds ago. Just a couple minutes ago. XO the Flask. It's a real shame the Crackling Fire don't get as much love as the Rain ones. They're really, really good. And I always love listening to them when they do drop. Flair. What did you expect that you would be doing as a job growing up? I'm pretty sure I already answered this question, but I did not really know. Vidith22, gonna bounce. Love you, fam. Have a good night. Love you, buddy. Have a good night. Would you ever collab with Mr. Nightmare? You know, yes, I definitely would. Tattooed Cupcakes, this is the best 200k stream ever. Well, I'm glad that you think so. I'm really glad. Do you ever game? You know, I do. I do. I mean, not so much these days because I don't really have time, but I would really like to have more time. I really like to play video games. Mysterious Man says, being scared is one of the best YouTubers. I like your rain stories. Well, thank you very much. Means a lot. Peter Griffin says, does it hurt to do that voice? No. After a long time? Yes. All right, I'm going to talk normal. All right, sorry. Creepy blonde girl, you have inspired me to narrate, so I'm going to go and do that. Miss you. Good night. Good. Go get it done. And thank you for being here, and you have a good night as well. Luminous, do you ever use that voice with your wife? No. If I did, she would just look at me and roll her eyes, honestly, like she always does anyway, but no, I don't. So there's currently 488 people in here, which is very, very cool, and I'm hoping that it'll get to 500 because that will definitely be a new record. 495. So 500 would be really cool. White Peach 38. Thank you so much for the donation. Has anything scary ever happened to you? Yes, definitely. A few times. One kind of spooky thing just happened to me a couple nights ago that I was telling people about, and two other times when I was like 13 years old was probably the scariest thing that ever happened. Where I was alone, I was home alone, and some mysterious person walked through my back door and was walking around my house, which is really weird. Never saw the person, just know that somebody was there because I could hear them walking around, and then they left. And then a couple of years ago, I left my house to go to the store, and two random people were standing like in my driveway, and they were just very peculiar people, and it was just kind of out of the blue and alarming. 500 viewers. Wow. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. Diana, I absolutely love your stories and your voice. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. So just reading comments again. Bad vibes. Does your wife ever ask you to do something you don't want to do and you tell her, how many subs do you got? Because I do. Doesn't turn out too well for me. No, and I don't. There's a reason because I don't think it would turn out very well for me either. And honestly, it wouldn't mean anything to her. She would she would just look at me like I'm an idiot and then I would end up doing what she wants me to do. Marie says, "Yeah, I'd like to help. I y'all with something no, then keep it moving." Wait. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the people in front of my house. Yes. Yep. That's pretty much what I did and you know, more polite terms because I wasn't sure if they were like mentally disabled or something, but it was very unusual. Wolf458, thank you so much for the donation. Do you ever have a situation where you are so taken back by how awesome the story is that you sometimes get so lost in the story? Yes. I actually just narrated one recently that was insanely entertaining. It was one of the best stories I've ever read. Um, Not going to tell you guys about it now. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. He doesn't smoke anymore. Oh, do you smoke? No, I used to. I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit in 2013 in November, so I've almost 7 years without a cigarette. And I used to smoke the other stuff too, but I quit that in 2016. Bobby King, I know most people listen to your videos while going to bed, but I do while working. Ha. Haha. Anyways, you're the best, bro. Dude, thank you so much. And thank you for the donation again. It really means a lot, man. I love you. N Nieto, thank you so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate it. Hello there. Greetings from South Texas. Your stories make my nights so soothing. It helps me sleep. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. And I'm very glad that my stories can help you sleep. Cuppy cakes, it's all good. It's all good. Are you from the state of California? Yes, yes, indeed, I am. Mike Hunts, thank you so much for the donation. I'm fighting to. I'm fighting to sleep. Where are you guys located? If you guys can type where you're located in the world right now, just so I can get a kind of an idea. Owen Dawson, being scared legend. It's 5 a.m. here in the UK, but I'm still listening. Wow. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Ashlyn Chapman. I meant, can you upload this to your channel so you can listen to it tomorrow? It will be on my channel temporarily. I'm not going to leave it on full, forever. But yes, I will. I will leave it on my channel for a little while. South Africa. Wow. New York, Alabama, Arizona. Damn, we got like every state in here. That's awesome. Wow. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Murdoch is from Utah. I just saw them say, and I'm actually thinking about moving to Utah in the future with my family. Um, so if you have any places that you highly recommend, go ahead and type them in because I will see it right now. Wow, Vegas, very cool. Cuppy Cakes, the only one in Virginia. Minnesota, Long Beach. I was born in Long Beach, California. That's where I was born. El Paso, Texas, Kentucky, San Jose, Argentina. Wow, very cool. Australia, Iowa, Ireland. Very cool. Wow. Flair, thank you for the donation again. What job did you expect doing growing up? Like I said earlier, I didn't really expect to do anything specific when I was a kid. I did not expect to be a narrator, but I'm glad that I am, and I enjoy it very much. Casey, ever had Sam Adams Oktoberfest? Yes, I have. Actually, I don't really care for that beer, if I'm being honest. I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't really like very much. But yes, I've had it many times. Elk, Germany, 6 a.m. Well, thank you so much for being here, Elk. You are definitely one of my biggest fans, and I appreciate you. And thank you so much for being here, especially at 6 o'clock in the morning. I know it's very early. Yosa, $2. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Florida Man, Stories in the Rain. Yes. Stories in the Rain. If you guys are curious, I can tell the story of how I came up with the idea for Scary Stories Told in the Rain. Um, it happened in 2017. I I was doing a collaboration with Mortis Media and We Shouldn't Be Here, and we were actually working on um, a video, and it was just a single topic video that I'm sure you guys are familiar with, and we were going to do road trip stories. And so, I was creating the background for my video, and typically up until that point, I would put in pictures to kind of go along with the stories. But this time, I wanted to do something different, and and so I decided that I wanted to put in a background video to go along with the stories when normally I would do pictures, and I thought what would be kind of cool, for road trip stories. So I was, looking, trying to find videos that I could use that would go along with that. And I thought maybe like a video of a car going down like a dark dirt road at night or something like that. But I ended up doing Tristan S. Thank you so much for the donation. Would you be the killer or an innocent person in a slasher movie? I would be the hero, definitely. Um, and so my wife says I vote to make Elk a moderator. All right. Since my wife says do it, I'm going to do it just because I don't want to sleep on the couch. You guys know what I mean? Elk, you are now a moderator forever because my wife wanted it that way and I concur. So it shall be done. All right. So I decided that for my road trip stories video, I wanted to put in rain falling on like a windshield, and that's what I did. It's actually still on my channel, and and people really enjoyed it, and people commented and said, you know, I I really liked the rain falling on the windshield in the video. It was really cool, and so I had an idea one night in October, and I said, I think I'm going to start a new series where it's just random scary stories, true stories, with the sound of rain in the background, and that's where that was born. I was the first person to ever do that. I'm proud to say. I know that it has turned into somewhat of a trend, but I was the first person that came up with that, and I'm very very proud of it, and I love my rain videos. They're really really cool. Hang on a second. Wolf458, will you narrate more stories based on the West Coast? Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely. And thank you so much for the donation again. Princess of Nada 87, thank you very much for the donation. I love you guys so much. It really means the world. night being scared. I'm gonna hit the hay and watch the rest tomorrow. All right, man. Sounds good. And well, I don't know if you're a man. Sorry, but just because it had said king. Sorry. Hope you have a great night, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video tomorrow. Cynical Nerdist, do you do your channel's artwork? Yes and no. Um, if you see pictures that are actually in the video themselves, sometimes I kind of yes and no. I'll take pictures that I've purchased and kind of change them to my liking, and then my thumbnail pictures are mostly pictures that I create myself. Elk, oh my, thank you, and to your lovely wife, I'm honored, sir. We'll take care of your channel like I do with Mortis. Well, thank you very much, and you do deserve it very much. Just to let you guys know, I'm probably going to end this stream in about 20 minutes or so. I know that, that's not a very long stream, but it's getting kind of late, and I do have a 2-year-old that I have to put to bed. Um, so, but I promise it's not going to be too long before I do this again. And I might make it go a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Carter Bust, did you make that skeleton hoodie background? Yes, I did. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. That's why I'm being quiet for a second. By the way, if you guys want me to check out your YouTube channels or anything like that, please send me an email to beingscared86@gmail.com. Please don't put it in the chat here. Partly because I'm here to try to connect with my subscribers. I'm not going to leave this chat and go look at a YouTube channel right now. And it's kind of pointless to say it right now because I'm not going to do it, if I'm being honest. But if you want me to do it, send me an email and I'll definitely go check out your channel and I'll tell you what I think. And if you want any kind of feedback, I'll do that as well. Flair, I would buy that hoodie if it was merchandise. I it is merch. I'm not quite sure what you're speaking about, but I'm pretty sure it is merchandise. The hoodie background that's the rainy night merchandise if I understand correctly what you're talking about. David Bean, thank you so much for the donation. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Kenny Long, thank you so much for the comment. I appreciate it. I'm gonna type my email in the chat. You guys can send me stories, your own personal scary stories, or if you have any questions or anything like that, just email me. Okay. Bobby King, do you like Modelo? Definitely, dude. I love all cervezas, if I'm being honest. To answer your question, yes, I do have face masks already. Um, I I know that not everybody wants to do that, to wear a face mask, and I know that some people do. So I have them for the people that want them. The Skylar 1982. I appreciate you wanting to narrate my story. Well, thank you very much um, for the donation. How old are you? I'm 34 years old. Favorite horror movie? Uh, Scream, definitely. Scream is my favorite horror movie. Sarah just upgraded her membership to Being Scared Freak. Very cool. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. Bobby King, I'm 23. Casey King, do you like anime? Actually, no, I don't. I don't think that I would not like anime. I just have never really watched it or read it or anything. But my stepson really likes it, and the stuff that he watches looks pretty cool, honestly. I don't think that I would dislike it. I just haven't watched it yet. What's my major? You mean like in college? I actually have a degree in safety, in occupational safety and health, uh, which is probably kind of funny considering that. But safety was my major. I didn't continue on with that. I just kind of became a narrator full time, and so this is what I'm doing. I might continue school at some point. I'm not sure when. But to answer your question, safety, occupational safety and health. I'm just reading through the comments again. Basketball or football? Uh, Football. Yeah, definitely football. Sorry to disappoint some of you, but I like football better than basketball. But I like baseball better than football. But that wasn't an option, was it? Is your work tiring? Uh, yes. It can definitely be tiring if I'm being honest. Um, there's certain parts of it that are very tiring. When I'm narrating, I typically do it for over an hour. My voice gets very tired, and it's just exhausting. And also, editing is very time consuming because I go the extra mile with my editing to make sure that there's never any mistakes in my videos. So yes, editing is also very tiring. Franklin Tangelo, thank you very much for the donation. Then who was phone? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Sorry. Would you ever write a book on your stories? It's funny that you ask that because I'm actually planning on doing that eventually. I do have about between 30 and 40 stories that I've written myself that I do actually intend to put out and publish a book with them in there eventually. Do you ever plan on stopping scary stories for a rainy night? No, definitely not. They will go on forever. As long as I'm alive, they will go on. Denise Hoy, thank you so much for the donation. Well, thank you very much that you guys say that you would buy it if I did it, and I will do it. It's just a matter of, time, stuff like that. It'll happen though. Garrow, you still want me to do the Heath Ledger? Um, I can't do it right now, man. Honestly, I'm sorry, but my voice already kind of hurts, and pulling out the Heath Ledger Joker right now would just like it'd be overkill, man. I'm sorry. I might do it in the next stream though. Remind me next time, okay? Love the Rainy Night stories. Cool. Thank you very much. Tattooed Cupcakes, the booth made a huge difference for me. I don't know about others, but for me, who has tinnitus, it is. Well, thank you very much. And you know what? I actually have tinnitus too. Um, so I appreciate that very much. And I know what you go through with your tinnitus. It's excruciatingly annoying. And I know that. And I appreciate your kindness. My favorite story from you is about the person with the violin. Yeah, that I know which one you're talking about. That one was definitely one of the creepiest. Mark V, thank you so much for the donation. I've been watching your scary true story vids every night for a while now. They really stand out from other channels in the genre. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words very much. Being scared, do you believe in the La Llorona story? Just wanted to know. I don't know. I don't, I've never heard about it. I've never read the story or anything, so I don't really know what it is, so I don't know. Are you going to be anything for Halloween? My two boys want to be Rick and Morty. uh, you know, yes, I'll probably just dress up as Ghostface from Scream because that's what I typically like to be every year, honestly. But I don't know. It might be kind of a depressing Halloween this year if people are not out trick or treating and stuff like that. But yes, I will. I don't actually play any instruments, Peter. Sorry to disappoint. Do you drink beer? Uh, often, off and on, not consistently, but yes, I'm drinking one right now. I'm drinking a Corona right now, but yes, I do like beer. Smiley tomorrow. Just think you're dope. Love hearing your channel. Props to you on all you do. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Old school. That book is going to be top of the shelf, mate. Can't wait. Thank you so much. That would be really cool, but we'll see. It will happen eventually. I promise. Elise, a very generous donation. Thank you so much. Love you guys. All of your guys' donations, they're so generous. You guys are so cool. Really means the world to me. I really, really appreciate it. You guys being so generous to me. I love it. I love you guys. Bobby King and Casey King, just one after the other. Hit me up if you want to make me a moderator at the end of the stream. Corona with a lime is great. I concur to both of those things. Dude, I like Heineken too, Garo. I like Heineken. Heineken is good stuff. Yeah, Cuppy Cakes, that's a really interesting question considering my son is watching it right now. Evidently. I'm in my booth right now, so I don't really know what's going on out there, but yes, my son loves that show. Rebecca, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great night. Denise Hoy, thank you so much again for the donation. Just wanted to pop in and say thanks for all the nights that I slept easier because of you. Also, can you shout out my boyfriend Austin? He's watching from 400 miles away from me, but he's the best. Shout out to Austin, man. Thank you so much for listening and for being here. And yes, thank you guys very much. How old are you? I'm 34 years old. Useless fact. A higher percentage of Being Scared followers are watching this video out of the 200K than the percentage of Americans who have gotten coronavirus compared to the total population. Interesting. I plan to upgrade my membership next month to Being Scared Freak. Very cool. Well, that'd be highly appreciated. You don't have to do that, but I'd appreciate it very much. Thomas Hilson, what's your favorite story you've put in a video? Man. Probably. I really like the story that I wrote, Red Ice. I'm really proud of that story. I also like the story that I actually turned into a short horror film called She's at the Door. Um, if I'm talking about stories that that were not written by me, I really like the one where the guy invites the old lady into his house and she's really creepy, and then he walks away for a minute, and then he comes back and she's like hiding in his house somewhere. It's a very creepy story. And then also the one that actually just got its own video recently, where um, a guy moves out of the state, and somebody he has like a home intruder encounter, and it's really scary. That video is titled "The Scariest True Story Ever Told," because it is honestly the scariest that I've ever read, I believe. Yeah, the candy story. Cynthia, thank you so much. I'm glad that you and your kids enjoy the stories. Do you plan on doing any collaborations with any other horror narrators? Oh, yeah. I mean, I have so many times in the past, and I definitely will continue to. Every time, if I'm being honest though, every time I do a collaboration, people comment and say that they wish that the video was just me. So I'm kind of steering away from doing collaborations for a while, but yes, I will do more collaborations. When did you start this channel? I started this channel in 2016 in September. Um, I believe, yeah, September 9th, I believe, was my first video. And I can't, it's impossible for me to respond to every comment that I'm seeing right now, but I just want to say I'm trying my best, and I can see the nice things that you guys are saying, and I really, really appreciate it. Marcus X, didn't you take the old lady video from Mr. Nightmare? Yes, actually. That's where I first heard it, was on his channel years ago. Um, and I think he actually took that video down from his channel since then. But I found out who the author was to that story, and I actually contacted her and asked if I could narrate the story as well, and she said yes, so I did, and that's one of my favorite stories. Yes, very scary story. Gianna, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, but I don't think. Oh, that's not a real last name. I'm sorry. Okay. I love this channel so much. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. And good night, old school. Thank you for being here. Lucky Clover, Being Scared in Darkness Prevails, be a great duo. Yes, I've collaborated with Darkness um, many times, and he's a very cool guy. Very good narrator. Face reveal. No, I'm not going to do that tonight. I apologize if that's disappointing to some. I might do it sometime in the future, but that's not going to happen tonight. Have you watched the Joker movie? If yes, what are your thoughts? Yes, I did see that movie, and I thought it was fantastic. I thought Joaquin Phoenix's performance was outstanding. It was some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life, and I thought the movie was very dark and very good. Very, very good movie. You and We Shouldn't Be Here. Oh my God, would be so good. Oh yeah, well, We Shouldn't Be Here is my cousin in real life, and we will definitely collaborate again. I'm just reading some of these funny comments here. Have you watched the new Karate Kid with Will Smith? You mean the one with his son, Jaden Smith? Yes, I saw that movie. I liked it. 500K subscriber face reveal. You never know. You never know what could happen. I'm leaning towards no. Probably won't do that until I reach like at least 1,000,000 or 2 or 3 or I don't know. I was saying at the beginning of this stream that doing a face reveal is a big move, and you know, I know that a lot of people don't want me to do that. They like the mystery. They don't know what I look like, and they want to keep it that way. And honestly, it's kind of easier for me too. If I'm being honest, I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. It might happen, but it's not going to happen tonight. Cobra Kai, yes, that show is fantastic. I really like that show too. Bro, I love your vids. Thanks for being there when I didn't want to be here. Your vids helped me, and I want to say thank you for that. Oh, you're very welcome, and I really appreciate the nice comment. Zach Parker, random question, but what made you quit smoking the other stuff? 4 years ago, I actually stopped doing that right before I created my YouTube channel. Um, because honestly, it affected me too much. It affected my memory. I couldn't really remember things very well. I couldn't focus very well, and I never remembered my dreams or anything like that. It just made me feel, I don't know, just less there, if that makes any sense. So I just made the decision to quit, and I I I don't miss it at all. I'm very very glad that I made that decision. Ever heard of Maroon 5? Yes, I've heard of Maroon 5. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but I'm not going to talk about smoking anymore. It's just not something I want to talk about. Garrow, I still have that screenshot of you in a mask and showing the book you have. Oh, you took a screenshot of that, dude? Come on. No screenshots. No screenshots ever, especially if I'm doing something like that, man. That's supposed to be a temporary thing. You're not supposed to have it forever. Mr. Horror. Hey, being scared. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you. Just reading the comments. I fall asleep to your videos, man. They are so good and your voice is perfect. Thank you so much. I explained this earlier. I know that I sound different in this live stream compared to my videos because in my videos I'm more of like in a narration type of zone with my tone of voice and things like that. Why am I blocked or timed out? I have no idea. I'm not doing that right now. My moderators are in control of that kind of thing. So if you're saying anything negative or using heavy profanity or saying anything that's just pretty uncool, they're going to time you out or something. So just letting you know. Zeldinked. Nice, dude. Appreciate the vids. Well, thank you very much. And I appreciate you being such a cool character in Final Fantasy VIII. You were probably my favorite character in Final Fantasy VIII. And I hope that you got enough hot dogs. Some people just heard me say that and they're like, what? Which is fine. Final Fantasy VIII is a video game. It's a video game from back in the day. Wow, 585 people in here right now. That's unbelievable. Peter Griffin, can you give some tips on storytelling, please? Yeah, I definitely have tips. If you want to email me, I can type it out better than what I could say right now, simply because I don't want to spend too much time on any one comment or question. I would like to get to as many people as possible before I end the stream. But if you want to email me and ask any questions like that, I'll get back to you. beingscared86@gmail.com. I am starting to actually kind of lose my voice now, if I'm being honest. Just reading through comments. What's your favorite video game? Uh, Favorite video game? Probably The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It was a Nintendo 64 game that came out a long time ago. That's probably my favorite. You're a beautiful man, being scared. Well, thank you very much. I love your channel, bro. Thanks, Nathan. I appreciate it, man. Do you know who Lazy Masquerade is? Yes, I definitely do. He's a very talented narrator. I've spoken with him a little bit, and I think he's a very cool guy. And yes, I respect him very much. The Meme King. What do you play on? When I do play video games, I play on PlayStation 4 or my laptop, which is not very often these days. But I do plan on getting a PlayStation 5 when they come out. Also, I'm a PlayStation guy, always have been. Although when the original Xbox came out a long time ago, I think was it like 20 years ago, 19 years ago. When the original Xbox came out a long time ago, I actually did get that system rather than the PS2. Um, but ever since then, I'm a PlayStation guy. Hope I don't lose any subscribers because of that. Steel, just to let you know, your comment was hidden because it had some profanity in there. I didn't do it; it just does it automatically. But I do want to keep my chat, without profanity as much as possible. But to answer your question, do I have any stories where I don't believe that they're true? Yes, definitely. It happens all the time. And typically, I do not narrate a story. Um, I don't. No, not typically. I don't narrate a story if I don't think it's true. If it sounds unbelievable to me, then I will not do it. Even if people claim it's true, if it's just something I can't believe, then I'm not going to narrate it. Uo Sigala, sorry if I said that wrong. Keep up the good work, man. I like sleeping through the scary stories. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. Really, really means a lot. All right, guys. Well, it's getting really, really late. I'm going to go ahead and give this stream about 6 more minutes. And then I'm going to cut it off because it's getting late and I got to put my son to bed. But I promise I will do this again soon. It's not going to be another year. I can promise you that. It probably won't even be another couple of months. I'll probably do it again in a few weeks or maybe a month. So I'll make some more time to do it more often. I promise. Oh my God, you sound exactly like this guy on YouTube that I listen to every night to fall asleep. That's weird. uh, Yeah, that's strange. I wonder who you're talking about. We got to get him there just for a face reveal, just because he deserves it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 1 million subscribers. That's the ultimate goal. Um, that's the ultimate goal. I don't know when it'll happen, if it'll happen, but I really, really hope it'll happen. It'll happen sooner if you guys share the videos, with with people that you think will enjoy them and stuff like that. It's you guys have the power to help out in that kind of way if you decide to, and I would highly appreciate it. How did you master your narrator voice? You know, I would not consider my narrator voice mastered by any means. I still have difficulty narrating sometimes. Um, but to answer your question, I I'm comfortable with my narration voice, and I got it that way by just practice and by doing it so much over the years. Um, it's just really it just takes just practice and doing it. Do you call your son babying scared? No, that's funny though. I like that. No, I don't. Good night. Looking forward to your next scary story in the rain. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good night as well. Thank you for being here. Do you watch Mr. Nightmare? No, I do not. But I respect him as a narrator very much. How old is your son? My son is 2 years old, and I also have a 13-year-old stepson and a almost 15-year-old stepdaughter. Elk, thank you so much being scared. Wish good night to you and your family. I had fun. Congrats again. Thank you. Or stay safe. No, thank you very much for being here, and I was very happy to make you a moderator. And speaking of making you a moderator, I am going to now choose someone else to be a moderator. Casey King, really enjoyed the live stream. You're a really cool dude and very down to earth. I will always listen to your stories. Have a great night. Thanks a lot, man. I really, really appreciate it. And to you and your brother, I think you guys are the coolest, and I really appreciate you. So one person that I'm going to choose to be a moderator that I think deserves it is Tattooed Cupcakes. You are now a moderator. So in the future on other live streams and for the rest of this stream, if you could help me moderate the chat and just wear your blue wrench with pride. And I will add one more person. And if I can find them, I do have a person in mind. But I'm not finding them in the chat. There he is. The last person that I'm going to make a moderator is Bobby King. Bobby King, you have been a very cool dude. I know you've been a fan and a listener and a very cool person that's always been to my streams in the past, and I really appreciate it. And so you deserve it very much, dude. All right, guys. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to cut it off. I just want to say that I really enjoyed the last 2 hours with you guys. This was really fun, and I promise we will do it more often. Really, really cool. By the way, just before the stream ends, how did my audio sound in this? Like just the quality of the audio itself. Did it sound okay? Do you think that it could sound better in some way? If you have any kind of feedback on that, please let me know. And Legendary Ghost, thank you. 1 million subs, you will get there for sure. I really, really hope so. That would be really cool. Rohan says, please don't go. I'm sorry. I have to. I have some other things that I have to do tonight, including, working on another video for you guys. So good. Okay, so most of the people are saying that the quality of the sound was good. That's very good. Perfect. Outstanding. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. And I love you all, and I appreciate you all very much. Thank you, especially to people that donated the super chat. Really, really means a lot. And hope you guys have a fantastic night. And just to let you guys know, the next video should be Friday evening. If not, I apologize, but I'm going to get it out as quickly as I can, and it's got some really creepy stories in there. One in particular that is one of the better ones that I've read in a long time, so I hope you guys enjoy. And hope you have a great night. And I'll see you with the next one. And it won't be too long, I promise. A couple weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, but it's not going to be another year. I promise you, okay? So I love you all. Have a good night.